Come on, wake up. Welcome to Trivia Night, an endless onslaught of devious torment. Or at least that's how I describe it on the Facebook event. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. Woo! Doing presentations make me nervous, but I got through it. My public speaking teacher, Mr. Temmie, would be so proud. Now let's play. Okay, first question. What is Bjork's last name? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... who got it right? The rest of you, come with me. Welcome to the killing floor. It's time for some finger cutting. I used to call this one Knifey Pointy, but the name didn't test well with the focus group I kidnapped. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. It's hard to mess this one up. Go for it. Hope you weren't a pianist. Pianist. Here's the early scores. These will change over time, probably. That's how scores work. Let's try another one. Which of these is not a Beatles song? Who said this? Everyone is wrong. Let's play a game. Hello, guten Tag. Welcome back to the killing floor. Let's see if you can string some letters together. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. It'll be good to get your fingerprints on some of these letters, too. But I will be very disappointed if you can't find at least a 5-letter word. Spell words now. By the way, the letters don't have to be touching. And don't forget to press submit when you're done. Let's see what you did there. Is that how you spell that? No. Here it comes. So, I just killed you and you're totally a ghost now. But don't worry, ghosts love trivia party games, so you're still in this. You haven't lost or anything. Even death doesn't get you out of trivia murder party. Here's that scoreboard again. I made it pretty clear what this was the first time, right? I think I'm over-explaining. How about this? St. Basil's Cathedral is located in which city? Who picked this one? Everyone is wrong. You're in for a treat. Let's test your memory. Memorize the pattern. Okay, you've seen enough. Oh, and before I forget, next to your shackled feet you'll find some comment cards and a golf pencil. If you could just write down what you liked about being held captive and forced to play for your life, and what you didn't, it would really help me get my TripAdvisor score up. So, what were we doing? Oh yeah, memory game. From left to right, what was the order of the weapons? And the one with the worst memory will feel my wrath. But you'll probably just forget that fact too.
Yeah.
This was the pattern, you silly gooses. How much of it did you remember? Wow, you all have such good memories. I won't forget this. Here's another one. Who has not been a host on The View? Who picked this one? The rest of you, let's play a game. Oh darn, this is such a mess. This piece of art has blood all over it, and it was really expensive. The blood, I mean. Memorize the pattern of blood. Alright, that's enough time. Ugh, my tummy's upset. I've been eating a lot of farro lately. A lot of people are hung up on quinoa, but farro is where it's at. Yeah, they're both ancient grains and both are a good source of protein, but only farro gives me that smug self-satisfaction that lets me look down at all you quinoa eaters. Anywho, reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. The person who is furthest from the pattern will die. Here's that art again. Now it's time to show your work. I graded on the curve and you still didn't do well enough. The whittling down to just one player has finally come to fruition. Let's do this. Congrats on making it here alive. Now let's see if you can escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Ironies in Alanis Morissette's Ironic. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. Aww, you have to get answers right to get closer to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. I hate it when everyone gets it right. African deserts. Beware of the darkness. Movies with talking animals. You got a ghost breathing down your neck. Spooky! Erectile dysfunction drugs. That just wasn't challenging enough. Here comes the next question. Hostess snack cake products. Good. Now escape before the others catch you. Here's another one. Character classes in Dungeons and Dragons. I get it. You did well. So much blood! Months with 31 days. Life swap. U.S. Vice Presidents. So many kills. Birthstones.
Hi! The party's downstairs. Come on in.
As long as you can take it, I can keep dishing it out. Okay now, first question. Tom Hanks has a son who's a rapper. What's his stage name? And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? Everyone is wrong. Let's go someplace fun. Welcome to the killing floor. Aw, hell, son. It's math time. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you can't get at least 10 right, you die. Time to get your math on. Don't get crunched by the numbers. Get a few more questions in, you egghead. Good for you. I'd give you a gold star, but you just get blood all over it. Here's the early scores, and yeah, this is about what I expected. I've got more questions for you. Here's something that often gets overlooked. What's the third rule of Fight Club? the correct answer is this. Which means only you. Let's go someplace fun. Welcome back to the killing floor. Let's play a dice game. I'll go first. 8. Now I need an assistant. How about you? In order to live, should they roll higher or lower? The choice... Hey, if I wanted to watch a game with no stakes, I would have hosted Word Spud. Roll higher than me or you die. That is not what you wanted to see. Here's how the standings are. Standing. Alright, next question. How many cars are needed for the route from Seattle to Portland to San Francisco to LA in the board game Ticket to Ride? Who said? This one? Everyone is wrong. Prepare for your punishment. I'm going to ask you a question. Answer very carefully. What's the best European country? Type an answer on your device and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. I want you to pick the answer that you hate the most. The person who wrote the answer with the most votes will die. Seriously, the votes are in. I'd ask if you had any last words, but I bet they'd also be terrible. Only one player left, Tom. Well, the endgame is not quite ready, so let's do this. If you can survive 2 more questions, everyone goes to the final round. Next question. What did the ancient mariner do that brought misfortune upon his ship? Time's running out. And the correct answer is this one. Only a ghost got it wrong. Too easy. Let's try this again. Tell me this, college football fans. Is Stanford's mascot a tree? Time's running out. Who picked this? Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you. Let's see who's a wordsmith. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I will be really upset if you can't find at least a 7-letter word. We've pretty much started, so don't dawdle. Let's see what you could come up with. You did it! Yay! Oh, good. We're just down to 1. glad to see you've made it here alive. But can you escape with your body? Here's your first category. Bone Thugs and Harmony members. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. A space for every right answer. Australian cities. Diet Coke ingredients. No fair! Can you stay out of the shadows? Democrats. South American countries. Just a few more steps. Pasta types. I have to write some harder questions. The Daily Show alumni.
Welcome to Quiplash. If you experience any dizziness while playing, you probably won't do very well. Hey, it's all my favorite people. Oh, I would do anything for you guys, even help you hide a body. I mean, because you do that for me, right? I'm in a little bit of trouble. You know what? Never mind. Let's get started. Remember, anyone who's not quipping can still affect the game by joining the audience. This is round one. You'll get 2 prompts on your device. Just answer them however you want. Your responses, or quips, will be pitted against someone else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go! Hurry, hit the safety quit button if you can't think of something. All right, let's have a look. First off, the name of a holiday you quickly make up to get out of work. Okay, pick your favorite and vote. Coming up next, you get the weirdest image results when you search for blank. Put in your votes. Next in the hopper, what a mopey mule would say. Vote on your devices. Next, a terrible name for a dictator. It's voting time. Next in line, sometimes Deadpool wishes he didn't wear such a skin-tight latex suit and instead wore blank. Get to voting. Up next, the most embarrassing thing that could happen at prom. Okay, vote. next prompt is a terrible thing to say as a cashier scans several pairs of your new underwear. Time to vote. And next, the worst part about being under Dracula's thrall is that he's always making you blank. Ready, set, vote! That's round one. Let's see how the scores shook out. Round two is here, so let's double the points and bonuses, shall we? Clock's running out. Think fast or use a safety quip. Okay, I hope you all made me proud. Starting us off, a sex position for ghosts. Next one, if this playa had an underground club, the secret password would probably be blank. And vote. Moving on, something an overexcited fan would yell at a tense dog show. Vote away. Moving on, the worst thing to have written on the butt area of your shorts. Vote now. And next is the #1 reported crime in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Next on deck, a weird thing for a baseball umpire to lean down and say to a catcher. Put in your votes. Next prompt. How you know the pants you're wearing are 3 sizes too small. And vote. Next up, the worst person who could sing the James Bond theme. It's voting time. Round 2's done. Let's see who's winning now. This is round 3, the last lash. Everyone's taking aim at the same prompt this time. Fill in this comic. Okay, soak it in. Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 medals, gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it. Okay, who's taking home some medals? Bronze first, silver, and finally gold. Let's sell off those medals for points. That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard.
Ha ha ha!